I don't know if you can even see me. I guess there's not enough light for this. What the fuck? Oh, God. that's way too much going on. Fucking A, my curtains are still open. Well, this is a conundrum now. I'm going to turn a light on, and I don't want to walk around with you because I've got that turbulence problem. What the fuck is it? What is it called? Yeah, okay, stabilization. All right, I'm closing the blind so I can turn on a less invasive light. Good God. It was lighter earlier. I mean, you know, obviously. That's doable. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say. I don't even remember. Let's see. Well, one thing was I was gonna talk about plants and how some plants are happier outside and some plants are happier inside. It's a lot more interesting than that sounds. I promise. Like, I have some inside plants that I just, like I got a philodendron Phil. Phil never grew more than 3 leaves at a time. And since I put him out on the back porch a couple of years ago, that motherfucker is going crazy. And he's got like a child now too, This is another Phil Jr. He's usually got 5 to 8 leaves at a time. And I don't know how much Phil Jr. has, but he's getting big. Anyway, that's a cat that clearly likes it better. There's a stone on there, isn't it? That's a cat that clearly likes it better. A cat. Look at him, Polaris. Yeah, that cat. That's a plant that likes it better outside. And I have some plants inside that are sort of meant to be outside plants, and they do a lot better inside. So going with tonight's biology theme then, so I watched this thing about butterflies and moths, and I'm telling you, those things are so ridiculously complex, you can't even fathom it. So I wonder if I could keep this under 5 minutes. What's a short? Is it 5 minutes or is it a minute? Let's waste a lot of time talking about it and trying to figure it out. Okay, butterflies and moths, part of their coloring is actual tint, but other parts of it are like they have a bunch of like little reflector, like panes of glass type thing. They have all these things, and depending on the angle they reflect out different colors. One of which is blue, and that's why blue does not occur naturally in the world. It's always like refracted. So some of these are like super brightly colored, and a lot of the ones that are super brightly colored are poisonous as well. And birds figure this out pretty quick. So most butterflies, when they fly around, they take this really loopy path. They look like they're drunk, and they do that on purpose to evade predators. And it works really well for them. But the ones that are poisonous, that make birds sick, they don't have to do that. Because the birds figure out who they are, so they like save their energy and just fly in a fucking straight line, right? So there are other butterflies that mimic those butterflies, and they look very similar. I think that monarchs are one, and Gulf fritillaries are their like sub butterfly. So they mimic them. They look very similar, and not only that, but they fly in a straight line, like the poisonous butterflies do. Like they act like them. So how did anybody figure out how to do all this shit? I mean, I get that it's, what do you call it? Adaptive, fortuitous adaptation. Some shit, you know what I mean? The fortuitous adaptation is as good a word as any. There's another word for it. All right, well, they evolved in a strange way. God, it's like entropy. Evolution is fucking entropy. If there's something weird that can be made, entropy is going to make sure it happens.